9 Inch Nails, that was an inspired choice. The soundtrack is so crucial. It has become so integrated into this universe. Have you taken a look at the track listing for hints at story points? I didn't even think to do that. Tron Aries original motion picture soundtrack. So number 1, initialize. Number 2, forked reality. That makes sense between the digital and the real world. I don't know, what do you think that means? And then as alive as you need me to be, great song. If that's a taste of what's to come, I'm very excited for this soundtrack. So number 4 is echoes. Number 5, this changes everything. Number 6, in the image of. Yeah, I think a lot of this is from obviously the perspective of Aries. And see, that's interesting too. In Tron, it was established that the programs are in the image of their user. Is Aries looking for his user who originally created him? Because that's interesting that if Julian Dillinger created Aries, why doesn't he look like him? That's always been kind of the thing. It started off in Tron. Edward Dillinger Sr., Sark was his program and looked like him. So he was playing that dual role in the real world and in the digital space. That's not the case with Aries. It's like the exact opposite of what Tron is. Tron defends the digital realm, defends programs and their users. He is the security program. Aries is the exact opposite. He is a soldier created for war. Maybe something is in there because Aries is Tron rewritten, but with the same drive, with the same talent as Tron, but used for nefarious purposes, which we saw inklings of that as Rinsler. Number 7, I know you can feel it. Then permanence. Number 9, infiltrator, 100% expendable. We saw a bit of that in the trailer. 11, still remains. Number 12, who wants to live forever? So this is interesting too. When it comes to Aries, every time, I mean, we saw it, he said, oh, if he dies, and I think if he gets wiped out, if he's struck down in battle, and we saw that happen, he's just remade. But he retains his memories, I assume, of the previous iteration. Sort of like Battlestar Galactica with the resurrection ship and the Cylons. Even their ships retained the memories of their previous lives that continue to change them. So 16, empathetic response. Maybe something from the Tron code is bleeding through. Is that what the malfunction is? Because, yeah, it says that he's malfunctioning, but we don't know what he thinks malfunction is. Could it just be disobedience that he escaped and is disobeying his user? Okay, 17, what have you done? So Gillian Anderson, apparently she is Julian Dillinger's mother. I think that was recently confirmed. So that's probably what that song is. What have you done? You think you're in control, you're not. And that definitely echoes similar story beats to Edward Dillinger Sr. and how the MCP got out of his control. Then a question of trust. That's probably where Greta Lee and Aries are together. 19, ghost in the machine. Who's the ghost in the machine? Is Flynn the ghost? 20, no going back. Okay, yeah, we saw that in the trailer. Now, we're all assuming that he says that to Aries, but what if it's someone else? Nemesis. I think we're going to have this clash, and obviously we saw inklings of it in the trailer. This big clash of a battle between blue and red. I think something is going to be unlocked as far as these two different grids battling each other. Because things are getting out of control. So much destruction happening in the real world. You need help. So I think there's going to be this epic clash between a different grid and its programs, and Tron is the best program. I don't see anyone else leading the charge. New directive. Out into the world, then shadow over me. New directive. Do you think they'll connect to Tron Uprising at all? Because that would be really cool to kind of bring back or integrate the most pivotal aspects of that show into this one. The thing with Tron Uprising that was so cool is Tron was like this mentor, and I mean, he's still awesome, but training a new security program, that was really cool. It was like Batman Beyond. And yeah, very interesting if that's the route they're going to go, if they're going to introduce or reintroduce Beck and repurpose those elements from the show, and that a lot of people probably don't even know exists, but to use those things to reintroduce them into the film franchise part of it could be really cool. I hope that's the case. There's definitely some really intriguing clues in here. I just think the biggest concern people have is Tron gonna be here? Is Sam Flynn and Cora gonna be here? But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. In this newest trailer, if there's anything specific that stood out to you, and in the music list, if there's anything you're hoping to see, if there's any clues that stand out to you.